It's Down in the Den, so go tell a friend. The best podcast on earth's about to begin. What's up, everybody? What's up, friends of the Den? What's up, den mates out there? What's up for those who are tuning in live all over the Twitter space, the Twitch space, the Facebook space, the YouTube space, wherever you're tuning in. And if you're listening to the replay on Spotify podcast, thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a while, but we are back with a very special and the first time ever live episode of Down in the Den, and it's all about beef. And I'm not talking about that sweet, delicious cow that makes my Five Guys cheeseburgers. I'm talking about hip-hop beef, and I have the best panel that I could have possibly put together in the whole world for this topic. So I am happy to introduce the man to the right in the purple hat representing Grape Street. That's right. Now I'm just kidding. The one, the only King Petty. Brother, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. I'm ready to get to this beef. Yeah, I'm ready. Just chilling, relaxing. Yeah, that's it. I'm ready for this. I'm just so ready.
And of course, you've seen Petty from Down in the Den After Dark, but of course, he has the whole Ill Vision Media Network going on over there on YouTube. He has several dope programs. I couldn't be more prouder. So please, before we go any further, Petty, tell them where the channel's at so they can go and subscribe ASAP.
Okay, you got the Ill Vision Network is on YouTube. I got my show Pop with Petty. I got 2 episodes of Petty and Real Conversations, and I got a couple episodes of Mr. Petty's Poetry Moments. So yeah, you can find me on YouTube. Some of them on TikTok, and they're about to start becoming probably available on Instagram if I can figure a way to do all this other formatting and shit. So once that happens, I can get everything online.
Absolutely. And April is Poetry Month, so do yourself a favor, go on over there and check out the channels. And of course, he is the Steve Martin of Down in the Den. No one has graced the stage more than this gentleman. He started off as just a dope rapper that I wanted to interview, and now I am happy to say he's one of my best friends on this planet.
Best friends, bro.
He is one of the most talented rappers, actors, comedians to me, and just a hell of a guy. And no one I could think better to talk about this hip-hop, because he is truly a hip-hop historian. I thought I knew hip-hop. He puts me on the stuff that I've never heard of every single day. He is the one, the only, John E. Raps. What's up, brother? How you doing today?
What's up, man? Shout. I have a hard time with the fingers on this thing.
There you go. Stop.
Bro, like he always bigs me up on his podcast, man, and it means so much to me. So thank you, bro. This is like our first time like actually interacting.
Yeah, we've been talking for months.
Yeah, we send shit back and forth. We on the DMs, we're on the posts, but like love, bro. Thank you so much for supporting my music.
Appreciate it, bro. It's quality music, bro. Like, shoot, if it's quality music and it's got a statement or a message or whatever, I'm listening to it. And your shit's been like heavy in my rotation. So ever since Mars put me onto it.
Fucking A, bro. And
hey, that's what I do.
That's Johnny Raps MO right now. I'm just grateful to anybody that's checking out my shit. We got a lot of stuff dropping this year. Me and Mars produced a whole fucking album for me, bro. So that shit's gonna be lit when it drops in June. The Old Dirty Cracker LP.
We're working on some album art today. So it's gonna be my first release, and I couldn't, music has been a hobby of mine for
since we were kids.
Petty knows. Since,
I was like 3 years ago when you interviewed me, you think we've been making music together and shit?
Man, I didn't think I would be even doing it. I kept my stuff secret in the vault like Prince, I was like, when I die, someone can use it or whatever. And
fire, bro.
I was like, I'm gonna send them some stuff, and I wouldn't take it in any disrespect if he didn't like it or anything. But not only did he like it, man, he Has some,
chain, bro, off the chain.
yeah.
Just conjured so many bars. It's undeniable.
I mean, well, he had
Undeniable.
talent ever since high school, since I've known him. So
Yeah, man. You know, like,
he was just quiet back in the day. That was it.
yeah. But it's not about me. It's not about me. It's about my brothers, my two favorite Johns. So once again, please go check out Part-Time Rapper. Go check out Education. Go check out all the singles. It's a Party with Bizarre from D12. Never Go Pop with my man Al Unique Noise, another den mate, phenomenal artist. Never Go Pop is out there right now. So do me a favor. Go on Spotify, type in John. Make sure you put that dash. If you don't put the dash in, I don't know what's going to happen. So please make the John dash E dash raps. Put that in real fast. Quick smash. Hit the
hyphens.
Yeah, put them hyphens in there and subscribe, follow. He's got some great music out there. Great music videos, lyrics videos dropped over on DITD Radio right now. For one of my favorites.
Off the Henny, bro. It was all recorded off the Henny, bro.
Off the Henny. I got my 5-hour energy and my official Down in the Den Mars Entertainment mug with my mug on the mug. The resemblance is uncanny. Available now over on the link. But we're going to get into it, man. This whole topic came because of one of my favorite MCs, J. Cole. Another one of my favorite MCs, Kendrick. They got into a little bit of a spat. A little bit of a little scuffle online, and then immediately J. Cole said it doesn't let him sleep well, and he was like, I don't want any smoke, I don't want any beef, I'll take it on the chin, which a lot of hip-hop heads did not like that. I've heard people I'm all for somebody respecting their peace and what.
Nobody over like 14 years old thinks that this shit is real beef, bro.
Especially between two backpack rappers.
Shit is real beef. You've seen rap beef for over 30 years now, bro. You understand? Like, yeah, the shit was real in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
The shit was real in the 90s, but nobody's trying to reproduce that. Nobody's trying to get themselves shot. So it's all a game, bro. It's all just like, it's like rap battling.
It's literally WWF. It's entertainment. It's just content. You know, you say your bars, and then it's kind of like, remember the old Wile E. Coyote cartoons where they would clock in and they chase each other, and then as soon as the clock out, see you tomorrow. That it's just entertainment, and that's what we wanted. We wanted two of the dopest MCs going at it, and they just tapped out. So we decided to make.
Don't apologize, though.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, you can't apologize, especially when you didn't start it.
He had a song called I let Nas down, bro. He let me down on that one, bro. I've never wanted anybody to apologize for like a rap beef, bro. Like rap beefs are it's a sport. Like
it's part of it, bro.
Yeah, you have to. Steel sharp as steel, bro. You have to battle at one point. They have battle rapping for a reason. Like this is that, and then he apologized for it. I'm like, wow, bro. Like I was hurt.
Yeah, more than any genre of music, rap is different. Rap is a culture. Rap is a sport. I look at rap more of a sport than music. Real rap. The stuff that raps does, real rap, where you're putting bars and you're seeing how you can put this complex, syllable structure and the real art of laying pen to pen. It's not too many rappers out there that do it, unfortunately, because of, just the way that it is. But we had an opportunity for, I thought, probably one of the most epic battles, and now I don't know where we're at. So
I want to understand something. Because and Petty can go deeper, right? Because
no Diddy.
I work in New York City, right? I work with people that like legit have idolized J. Cole from their whole fucking birth, right? And you're like the fifth person I've heard to say that his rescinding actually hurt you. So I want to understand how that hurt you on the inside, like how
Okay,
that
I can't say it like hurt me on the. It's like okay, like I love music. Like from the time I was a kid till now, like I love music. I love when I like scuffles. I like a little bit of like battle rapping. I like the beef. I like the music from the beef because some of it's dope, but then you got this new era shit. It's kind of trash, but then you got the old school, and then you got some. Then when the greats go at it, when you had Jay Z and Nas go at it, did anybody apologize?
Jay-Z kind of did after Super Ugly, but he did
They went on to do Black Republicans.
exactly.
So it don't really mean that much, man, and everybody needs to fucking chill.
But
Yeah,
these
it's
two,
just music.
I don't know. But these two, it's both have a specific skill set. Each one of them have a specific, and for both of them to go at each other, they're at the top of the game right now. Both of them, including Drake, and then for them, and then him to single out Kendrick and go after Kendrick, and then like literally, like people been waiting for him to respond to a Kendrick verse for years, and he never did. So for him to respond now, it was like okay, it was good. But then when he apologized, it was just like, what are you doing? Like a lot of people thinking that's career suicide.
Have they had like actual contact? Like, have they ever worked together or
Yeah.
had like?
They were supposed to do a joint album together at one point.
See that's what thickens the. See, I don't.
They have 6 songs together. They have 6 songs that nobody that weren't even released. They were leaked, and and yeah, they got history. They've known each other since the XXL cover.
Then that's legit. That's legit beef. I think if you don't know each other, then your beef is a little goofy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if MGK or MJK actually knew Eminem.
I would doubt that.
That seemed a little goofy.
Yeah. And that didn't even make my list of top. When you start rapping about haircuts and man buns, I'm like, all right, guys, everybody sit in the corner. Think about what you did and don't do this anymore. But, I'm a 90s baby. Petty's a 90s baby. Rap's a 90s baby. We grew up when, there was literally Tupac and Biggie, which resulted in, neither one of them being here. And after that, it kind of changed where it's going to mostly stay on wax. But we had 50 versus Ja, one of my favorites. Of course, we had Nas versus Jay, of course. Mm-hmm. And as you can see, they united to do their music together. But I go back, because of my late brother, I go back to KRS and MC Shan, like LL Cool J and Kool Moe Dee. Like, I can go back.
That's
a brand easy.
Yeah, I can go back to 80s beef. So it's been a part of hip hop's 50 years old. Beef is 50 years old. It's a part of the music. It's a part of the content. It's just a part of the culture. So definitely for me, I felt like the hip hop historian, the music man in me was like, come on, J. Cole, you can't do this. The Broda, the Black Yoda of me, the peaceful pot smoking hippie in me was like, hey, respect your peace, get your quiet. Right. But it's really
is completely unnecessary.
And he didn't even say anything personal. It's not like he said, Tupac, I slept with your wife or anything like that.
Go after his kids or anything. Like he just said he was like, your album was one classic out of like such and such, and I Can Divide, and he said all that stuff. But I mean, like, it wasn't like he ain't going after kids, he ain't going after the wife, none of that stuff. And then he apologized. I was like, why are you apologizing for those bars? Like,
I mean, if you can compare it to my favorite rap beef, which is Insane Clown Posse versus Eminem.
Oh, wow.
Like, them dudes were straight calling each other gay. Like, on a hard level. They were going through for the fucking throat. Like, Eminem was coming out on stage. He was selling out stadiums. And Insane Clown Posse, they're just their little fucking independent act and shit. And he was coming out with blow-up dolls with the clown paint on it and having them suck his dick, like that.
That's a beef.
That's some fucking beef, bro. That's some fucking beef. They made a song called Slim Anus.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
He went on. He went on the radio. I don't know what radio station was. I don't remember. But he went on the fucking radio to do his own promo, and they played that shit in his face. And then bring it back a little bit before then. The genesis of the beef was that Eminem had like a record release party, and he put ICP on the flyer without asking them. And then he approached them at a show and showed them the flyer, and they were like, yo, man, like, take our name off that shit. You know, so I guess he was butthurt, and then it just turned the thing into a whole thing. But that's the history on that one, man. And that's a real, that I feel like that's an actual
legit beef.
That's an actual.
There were people that were like punched and hit and like physical. Once it crosses into the physical realm, like okay, that's a real beef.
And
you know what I mean?
Brought them together, bro.
Yeah.
Bizarre brought them together. Bizarre joined a group on Magic Ninja Entertainment, which is Twisted's label. Twisted was like the first group of ICP proteges. And they left Psychopathic Records and started their own shit, Magic Ninja Entertainment, and they produced an album with Bizarre. It's with Bizarre and what's his name, King Gordy. It was called like American Rock Stars. But anyways, like they fucking brought Bizarre into the fold, and after that there was like, no, we can't have beef with Eminem. You know what I mean?
So Eminem versus ICP was your favorite beef. What was your favorite hip hop beef, Petty? Wait, let me guess. Nelly versus Chingy.
No, hell no.
Oh, okay, all right. I just threw that out there. All right, never mind.
No, actually, it was the 50 and Job beef. Not even gonna lie. I mean, Pac and Big, that went left. But like, as far as like a very entertaining beef, it was 50 and Job.
The reason I love the 50 and Job beef because it ended up being like crew versus crew. You had to make a decision, and 50 Cent is like the Machiavelli. Well, I can't say Machiavelli of hip hop because there's already a Machiavelli of hip hop, but he is like the, I don't know, Donald Trump of hip hop. He's like, let me just burn if you're affiliated with him. So that led to him having
like
beef with
the world's best fucking troll, bro. Dude, his Instagram page is my favorite Instagram page. I get my fucking off of 50 Cent, bro. The Diddy shit is hilarious through the lens of 50 Cent, bro, because he's just like ha, and I love it, man, because honestly, like, he's the fucking like mixtape master, bro. Like, all his shit before Dre is hard, bro. If you listen to 50 Cent before he got with Dr. Dre, which I did because I'm a real hip hop fan, like that shit's fucking hard, bro.
Power of a dollar. Yeah.
It's the reason they had the bidding war, you know, from How to Rob. He started off using beef as an opportunity to get him on to a level where people were talking about him, to the fact where Jay-Z came out and 50 Cent said he thanked him for this. When Jay-Z came out with the line, I'm about the dollar, what the fuck is 50 Cent?
But I don't think he has, what I'm saying is, my point is, I don't think he has a problem going in on these dudes, because when he was trying to come up in New York City, they didn't give a fuck about him.
He had to go to the West Coast to get signed.
Redman was the only one that like tried to put him on, and unsuccessfully. So like, you know, like dudes like Diddy and Jay-Z and all of them, like he's just like he's ready to go on them, man. Because
Yeah.
I'm sure they're the ones that he sought help from, and they were like, "We don't like you."
Well, I know he was writing for Bad Boy and was, they talked about signing, but after he got shot, and I think a lot of street politics got into the way as well, who he was affiliated with and who he was having beef, where a lot of labels didn't want to take on, and it made sense. In the 90s, it's so funny when I look at hip hop beef now versus the 90s. It's almost like the Care Bears fighting now. Like in the 90s, even the
Joe in the 90s.
yeah, even
It
the
was like
female
LL
rappers.
versus Cannabis was like the only beef there really was in the 90s. LL versus Cannabis and what else? Damn.
Oh, I mean,
What in the 90s?
LL had beef with Kool Moe Dee, Ice
50
T,
Cent, Lil
Cannabis.
Kim and Foxy, that was it,
Ice
Yeah,
T versus NWA.
Yes, No Vaseline. That which we'll talk about later when we talk about the greatest diss records of all. Of course, the 90s. I remember everyone had beef with Hammer, Vanilla Ice, but I hear Hammer was like the most gangster out of all of them.
That's the thing that nobody knew. Remember, did you watch the Drink Champs with Eric Sermon? They had beef. EPMD had beef with Hammer.
Everybody did because they thought he was, just a joke because of the shiny pants, and they forget, oh, this guy's from Oakland. This guy's like from real streets.
And was real, bro.
Yeah, and so Hammer was the one you don't want beef. They say he would roll up on you.
Hammer, bro, like notoriously.
He was the first pull up. He was the first one to like pull up.
For real. With the hammer pants, bro. With the hammer pants.
Right. Roll up on you this way.
That was
you distracted. You distracted. You're looking down here. He's coming over here, and they're looking down here.
You're like, damn, his feet is moving. Click, clack. Oh, shit. So for me, my favorite hip-hop beef was probably Jay versus Nas. Because it was some street elements in there, but it was mostly hip hop. And I'm one of the few people that think Takeover was better than Ether. I'm probably the only one.
No, I think so too.
Just because Takeover,
I think Ether is actually a trash track because I don't like songs that aren't songs, and that was just fucking lyrics.
Not only that, and I agree with you on that, everything that Jay said was verifiably true. And like everything that Nas said in Ether was just his opinion. And to me, it was very, your sticks and stones, you're ugly, very elementary to me. So I think just Ether, the beat is what made people, because I remember Remy Ma did her little sheather, and people was like, oh, it's so great. I'm like, no, it's just the beat. When you start off with fuck, fault, and fill in the blanks, it automatically riles you up. Jay just made a smooth song where he dissed two super powerful groups and then gave the whole industry a half a bar at the end. To me, that's just impressive. And that's not just because people used to say I look like Jay-Z. I was a fan. So that was my favorite hip-hop.
Well, I want to throw something in here, man, before we
go ahead.
Before we go too much further. And this is, I feel largely unresolved with this. It was resolved, but like my heart wanted to go further. Actually, like I wanted to see more of it, and this would be the conflict that was spurned during the verses of 3-6 Mafia and Bone Thugs in Harmony. And when fucking Crazy Bone threw the water at fucking Gangsta
TJ Paul or Gangsta Boo or somebody?
He threw a bottle at Gangsta Boo. He threw a bottle at the chick, bro.
They had beef in the 90s, though. I think they had beef in the 90s, too, back in the day, if I'm correct.
For real?
I think they did.
Yeah, there was some underlying beef. I mean, but my thing is, if Gucci Mane and
Jeezy.
Jeezy can come together and do a versus, anybody can. Because that actually ended in somebody losing their life, and they were able to come together and still create a moment for hip hop. So at the end of the day, it can all be overcome. It's just hip hop music.
Yeah, Gangsta Boo dead now, and
Rest in peace,
for
Gangsta
real,
Boo.
for real. I was emailing with her before she died about getting a feature. So that shit was crazy when I woke up on New Year's and saw that she was dead, because I was literally like going back and forth with, I don't know if it's her sister or cousin, but somebody, in the family that has the same last name was fucking emailing me.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy, bro.
Not to mention her first album was
my
hard.
favorite female rapper.
Her
Yeah,
first
no,
album was one of my
Gangsta
favorite
Boo's
albums.
dope. Yeah,
Love Gangsta Boo.
rest in peace, man. Leave that fentanyl alone out there in the streets. Just smoke pot like Petty. That's all you need. Pot and a little bit of hen dog and a cold sip.
Pot like Penny. Penny like Raps.
There you go. There. So who do y'all think was one of the most underrated like hip hop beefs that kind of went under the radar? I'll start with mine first. I was a big fan of Jadakiss versus Beans. And it doesn't get, those two were going at each to the point where it almost was like a Rough Riders versus Rockefeller type thing. But those two were going at it, two lyrical assassins. And I don't think that gets enough credit. But I remember listening to the mixtape and them going back and forth. And I was like, yo, I don't know who has it. There's something about Jadakiss' voice, though. Like, it doesn't even matter what he says. You're like, damn, he kind of got it. He's got one of those people that I'm like, dude, if I had his voice, I would literally rap Hickory Dickory Dock and it would sound dope. But what do y'all think of some of the most underrated beefs that went under the radar?
Petty, you want me to go? I'm gonna go.
Go for it.
Honestly, and I don't think it's underrated. I don't think it's underrated. I just think it's unknown, mostly because it didn't matter. But it was Eminem's beef with Fred Durst, which is described in my favorite D12 song. My favorite D12 song, which is essentially just an Eminem song. Nobody else raps on it.
The one girls where at the end is like girls, why do they act this way? Fucking act this way, dog. Fucking pussies.
But yeah, no, he's talking about Limp Bizkit in that.
Yeah.
He even says he says how Whitey Ford was cool. He says how Everlast was cool.
Right.
But
Be Real was real. I'm gonna be real. Be Real was real. Right.
Yeah. That's my favorite Eminem lyric, for real. I'm gonna be real. Be Real was real. But that Fred Durst beef. I mean, it didn't go nowhere because Fred Durst ain't shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I remember I was heavily into D12 at the time, and I remember it was a hidden track on that album.
Dude,
and then yeah, it was the last one, and it came in, and I was like, damn, I thought they were cool. And I remember he went in for at the Video Music Awards. That's a hard word to say. Fred Durst went out to dap him up, and then Eminem kind of turned it, and then at the end of the song he was like, "Yeah, I saw you. I meant not to give you any dap." So
yeah, man,
fuck Kyle.
Durst, man.
Yeah, Fred Durst was, and I used to love Limp Bizkit back in 1998.
Bizkit, bro, but you know what I mean.
And I just aged myself. I remember walking around with chocolate starfish in my Discman going to college. Jesus Christ.
We all wish we could have gone to the last Woodstock.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wish I was there for the fires and the murders and all that shit, bro.
There was a lot of chaos in there. It was the opposite of the 60s Woodstock.
Fuck the 60s, bro.
I wasn't around, so I ain't got no problem. Now, there's definitely, we talked about Eminem, we talked about some of the big ones. Of course, the big one on the table, Tupac and Biggie. That one, unfortunately, went too far. But the crazy thing is, even that one, I think a lot of that had to do with the media because Tupac had plans on, and not to get into a bunch of conspiracy theories, but he said he really wanted to partner with Biggie to take over distribution of music and really like bring it back to the artist, something that we're still trying to get to this day, and something that I'm a bit proprietor of, owning your music and owning your catalog and having some ownership and partnering with labels versus them owning you. But and a lot of people say that's why he got killed. We might find out after all this Diddy that Diddy did it. After all,
Get it.
Diddy did it. But even there, I don't even know if that was a beef because Biggie never really responded. Although some say the last kiss goodnight was a response. What did y'all think about the Tupac Biggie beef?
That was a horror. Oh god, that was horrible. For me, because I remember going to that concert, and I think what was it like 2 or 3 weeks later he was dead. If I'm correct, Sean, when was Jams Fest? Wasn't it like a couple weeks before he passed?
Yeah, Tupac passed in September.
No, I'm talking about Biggie.
Biggie passed March 9th.
Yeah, and Jams Fest was when?
February.
Yeah. And remember, I went to that concert. I think, did you go with me?
Nah, it wasn't me.
No, it was me. I think it was me and me and Moses and shit. And yeah, I think a couple weeks later he passed. So that ended in bloodshed and death. Like I forever that probably was the worst. For me, that's the worst beef. Most glorified, but the worst beef in the history of hip hop.
Worst beef. Worst for sure, bro. And here's the thing: there was rap beefs. There was rap beefs before Pac and Biggie. There was rap beefs after Pac and Biggie. But whatever happened with them set the tone for all future rap beefs.
Right.
So we as fans kind of expect this shit to be real. In like a weird fucked up way. Like we kind of expect our artists to be just like combating each other and stuff like that. Which is wrong, man.
Yeah.
Which is wrong.
Yeah, and it's the only genre. You don't see like Billy Ray Cyrus and Garth Brooks like, fuck Billy Ray.
They're not writing songs against each other, bro.
Yeah, like I'm all for the competitive spirit in the lyric. Like, who has better bars? Who can get off in better bars? And I think that's where it should be. And then
I like the fucking battle element of it.
Yeah,
I do appreciate the battle element of it. If you can keep it to that, that's
it's beautiful.
Good.
It's beautiful.
You don't fucking need grown black men killing each other lyrically, or lyrically and making it, manifesting it into reality.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? That's what bothers me is there's no need for that. And I think maybe J. Cole got scared, bro.
I think so. I think when he saw how tribalism took into place, and usually if you're drawing a Venn diagram of J. Cole fans and Kendrick fans, they're going to be pretty much in the same shade. For those who didn't go to college, a Venn diagram, Google it. I'm not going to take time to explain it. But people really started saying, okay, I'm team J. Cole or I'm team Kendrick and I'm team good music. Like, I just want to hear you guys go at it, because the last few rap beefs that I can remember, they've been very one-sided. Like, for example, Meek Mill versus Drake. Meek Mill started off as a battler. I thought that was going to be, something that Meek Mill was right up his alley, and Drake ended up making dance songs to like pop record discs
that was killing him. That was
killing him. When people are like, "Damn, I'm grinding till you getting this," that's a bad feeling. But then, like,
he getting his money, bro.
Dre says, "Is that your world tour, your girls tour?" He never recovered.
We going back to back. I was like, oh my god, Jesus
But
Christ.
I feel like anybody could say anything about Drake, and he could say anything about anybody, and I don't think it would change the status of Drake.
no, he's Teflon, and you know he's Teflon because that brings me to the next Pusha T versus Drake, a fellow 757 guy. I felt Drake got destroyed in that beef, and he's still just as popular as ever. If this was the '90s, he would have been the Ja Rule of the '90s because back then you got destroyed, your career was over, and next thing you know you're driving an Uber. But I thought for Drake not really to come back for a response. Like the blackface picture alone, to me, should have ended his career.
About this. Hold on, because I don't listen to clips. So, like, fill me in, bro.
Okay, Petty, you wanna take him? Tell him a little bit about the whole Pusha T Drake beef.
I don't know how it started. You want to go? You know about that probably more than me.
Okay, I got it. So Pusha T.
Just get me to the blackface part, bro.
Okay. So Drake and Pusha T had this little behind the scenes simmering beef, and this stems back from all the way. Do you remember when the Clips and Cash Money, particularly Birdman, had a song "What Happened to That Boy"?
No.
It was a song. It was like, "What happened to that boy?" It was a classic. That was my Birdman. I just got to rub my hands. So after that, Pharrell 757. You know how we do in Virginia, and we're trendsetters in Virginia, and so the Clips was back then wearing bait and a bunch of ice cream and things of that nature. And then Lil Wayne started wearing Bape and started doing the skateboarding thing. Well,
yeah.
Pharrell's skateboard P. Obviously, he was skateboarding first. So that's when the Clips dropped Mr. Me Too, where they were pretty much saying, everything we do, now all of a sudden you do. And that started a simmering underground beef where Lil Wayne was throwing shots at Pusha T. Pusha T was throwing shots at Lil Wayne. And then, of course, Drake signs to Lil Wayne. So you know how it is. When you join a rap crew, you kind of inherit their beef. So they started throwing little shots at each other and things of that nature. Exactly.
The update. I never knew about that, man.
Yeah, exactly. So
the clip, so
right. So
Pusha T murdered him in the beef. Pusha T murdered him in the beef.
But he wanted to know how we got to the blackface.
Oh yeah.
So Drake had been dropping these little slick bars about Pusha T, and it finally got back to Pusha T, where Pusha T came up with his diss. Well, Pusha T knew some information about Drake, the kid with the porn star that Drake kind of wanted to keep to himself, and that Drake had done a photo shoot back in the early 2000s in blackface. So the cover of the diss is literally Drake in blackface with the Sambo makeup, and it's a real picture.
And how he's such a millionaire, and his bitch look like a dude. His baby mama look like a dude, bro. I'm not trying to get you canceled, but I'm just keeping it raps, bro.
No,
baby mama look like a straight fucking dude.
You can't cancel. Nobody is looking at Sophie, and I think that's why he wanted to keep it secret. Like, you had Rihanna, you had all these girls, and you decide to, make that your baby mom.
Yeah, you kept food under the umbrella.
Yeah, and she was an adult film star, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
And apparently that had to have Jay Prince come in and interfere to keep it from going further. But Drake still draws little slick bars every now and then at Pusha T.
Is it very rough? Like when you're that famous, you can hit as many hot girls as you can, so you go for the ugly girls, maybe?
I don't know. When I saw the girl that accused Usher of giving her herpes, and I don't know if you guys remember her.
Petty took his hat off, bro. Petty took his hat off, bro.
Do you remember her? I wish I had some of the production that could bring up a
Man,
picture
she
of
was like
her.
a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I remember that. She was like, "Yeah, I think he gave me herpes." I'm like, "How?" Like that's the only thing you could think. Everybody was like, "How?" Is
That's
this ain't true?
literally the only thing I ever think about when I hit a new bitch. It's like I'm inspecting for the herpes. I'm like, you ever had a cold sore before? You ever had a little bit of something on your lip?
Fellas, if you go into a lady in the first house, go into that medicine cabinet. I know it seems invasive, but just go to that if you see anything with Himplex, Simplex, Complex, run away.
Yo.
Yeah.
The ointments. like what's this for? Being there with your Google, like, what the hell is this? Google image search.
Yeah, be like, then you come out. Also, you might have a. So this is what this means.
Get that bum bump on your lip, and then it's over for you. Now, there's been a lot of classic diss records, as I mentioned, as part of hip hop. We talked about No Vaseline, we talked about Hit 'Em Up, we talked about The Takeover, we talked about Ether. What is your
ICP versus Eminem? Not forget.
ICP versus Eminem, of course, Ja Rule versus 50, KRS-One versus MC Shan, The Bridge is Over. Hey, he dissed the whole borough. That's like, let's not sleep on the teacher, KRS-One. He dissed the whole borough and had
That's
people
wild
in.
thing for KRS to do, bro.
But the thing is, the people in the bureau was like, damn, we can't even say nothing because the shit's hard. so they're like dissing it. They're in the bridge. Like 50 Cent said that drove him crazy because he's from Queensbridge.
Yeah.
That he had sudden talk about the bridge is over. He's in there nodding his head like, wait a minute, I'm from here. Damn. So we
can't say shit about KRS-One, bro.
No, he's the dopest. He's undefeated and he's had a few rap beefs himself, and he's undefeated. Like the last time,
man, he's the teacher, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Last time I heard of MC Shan, he was on doing that Informer, and that was because of this man right here who just destroyed him. So who is your favorite? What's your favorite rap beef song? Favorite diss song?
Okay, I'll go first on this. It's one of my favorites. I can't say it's my top, but it's one of my favorites. Second Round Knockout. Cannabis. When he did LL.
Is that the one he said, well, this is not what I call beef. Now, this is something different. Making a living off of dissing. That one? Where they had Mike Tyson?
You study my rhymes, then you let your vocals at the mind. That's basically something that homo rap would do. So when you say that you platinum, it's something like that, yeah.
90% of your rappers, your fans wear high heels? Yeah. And then LL replied with 90% of your fans don't exist.
But that second round knockout was nice, though.
I think you meant Ether.
What, for me?
No, on the screen. Cal Jones said Ether was his favorite.
Oh, yeah. He's that's how Nas did that. That's how he talking about how dead after Takeover. Damn.
Yeah, because it's hard when he said 4 albums in 10 years, nigga, I can divide. That's 1 and 2. 2 of them shits was due. One was and the other was Illmatic. That's a 1 hot album every 10-year average, and that's so lame. Yeah, that.
Yeah, damn. That's a hard bar right there.
Yeah, but once again, I think Takeover was better than Ether, but you know that I'll accept that on the chin, no Diddy, that I am in the minority when it comes to thinking Takeover was better. So you said you think second round knockout Cannabis. You said ICP, right? The ICP Eminem Girls was your favorite?
Well, no. Girls is good. And then ICP on Eminem has Slim Anus. Right? But my favorite, and this is a deep cut. If you can find, you got to go. Like probably you got to go to YouTube and type it in. But it's called "Nothing But a Bitch Thing," and that is to me the ultimate ICP diss on Eminem. It's called "Nothing But a Bitch Thing." You gotta listen to it. They do a whole fucking skit where Dr. Dre is fucking Eminem in the ass and shit, bro. This shit is wild.
Oh yeah.
You know, Tupac had those rumors.
Man, he's looking at it right now.
I'm looking at. I'm seeing if I can get a.
It's wild. It's got a fresh beat too, man. It's like a fresh song, bro. That's the whole thing about it. It's like a grooving song. It's not like an ether type song where it's just like I'm hitting you with like debilitating bars or whatever.
Yeah.
Nah, man. They made a fucking jam out of the shit, bro. It's
and
crazy.
That's a true artist when you can make a diss that's going to be played at festivals. You know you know you've done your damn thing. That's a 2-for-1 right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, my favorite, and I agree, I like disses that, like Takeover. Takeover is is probably my favorite. But when it comes to just talking about where they really gave them the business, for me, I'm gonna have to go No Vaseline, Ice Cube, because I grew up literally like I was born into NWA. Like my brother, being 10 years older than me, at 6 years old, like the first song I could remember like knowing lyric to lyric was "Life Is Too Short" by Too Short, and I was 6 years old. Like that's the first, not like Wheels on the, not Wheels on the Bus or anything. I remember being like a little kid, like first grade, walking around like "Life is too short." Like that's what I was brought into. So.
And I was calling the Beastie Boys. Wow.
So when
That's
NWA,
I got teddy bears and all that shit, man.
When NWA broke up, like I was like distraught because Ice Cube was my favorite member, and then like he went over to the East Coast and started working with like Public Enemy and like the Hit Squad, and they made like all this killer music, and he like cut off the Jerry curl, and he was like super East Coast but with that Ice Cube voice.
Yo,
and he did.
Have you seen the movie Straight Outta Compton?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it actually happened, but that scene where he went in with the ball bat and just started shattering their platinum records, like, bro, that shit's iconic. And I often like have like visions of my future. Like I want to come in and rock somebody's shit with a baseball bat, bro.
It's gonna happen.
Like, don't fuck up my business. Baseball bat.
I loved it, and that's what we need to go back into hip hop: more baseball bats and less like shooting.
Steel baseball bats. Less shooting, more steel baseball bats.
Baseball bats. That's the way to go. I remember Diddy rolled in on Steve Stout with the baseball bat after the "Hate Me Now" video, and he told him not to put him on the cross, and Steve Stout did it anyway. And Diddy did it like he always does. He came in there with that baseball bat and got shit done. So No Vaseline to me was my all-time favorite because it just really, at the end, after that, NWA was pretty much no more because then Dr. Dre left, and then Eazy-E died, and Yella and...
He did. He signed their pity, dude.
Like, yeah.
Ice Cube and Common was a good one, too.
Ice Cube and Common had beef. I remember that.
Yeah. Ice Cube and Common had beef.
Yeah, you got to check. What was the name of it, Petty?
What?
I See the Bitch in You. That's what. Yeah, so Common diss Ice Cube, and it's this track called "I Got the Bitch in You," and like Common just goes in. He's like, "On the dick of the East for your first release."
Look, Johnny Raps over here, like he's like, what? Look, this is before the Common. This is before Common was Common. This is when he was Common Sense.
Yes.
Yeah, this is when he was Common Sense. Like, if you remember the song "I Used to Love Her," that everybody so talks about on if you ever watch that movie Brown Sugar, it is a song called "I Used to Love Her." They play on there. It's a song by Common Sense. He talked about his love for hip hop. This is when he had bars. This
So
is when they would be.
he was fire at one point.
Yeah. Before he started wearing the crochet sweaters and stuff.
Hold up. Here is what I need y'all to suss out for me, right? Because I have a hard time with it, and I'm arguing with my girl about it, right? She's a black woman, and I'm trying to understand what is the definition of conscious rap, and she will tell me that Common is conscious rap, but he says bitch and N-word and all that shit, and I don't see any difference.
Conscious rap would be. Ooh.
She said conscious of the community.
Queen Latifah. Go back and listen to like Black Rain and stuff like that. That's when you have conscious rap. Diggable Planets. Who else?
I wouldn't even say Diggable Planet is conscious
but
rap.
It was more, but that at that time that was considered conscious rap. Diggable Planets.
Why makes sense to me though, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But common shit, I don't know. I don't know about common shit, bro.
To me, conscious rap is usually we're not really talking about things that harm the black community. So we're not promoting drug use. We're not promoting, calling bitch and hoes and stuff, self-awareness and stuff. But to me,
does that though?
None.
Does that, bro?
You might have a song like "Keep Your Head Up" was a conscious song, but you wouldn't say Tupac was a conscious rapper because he turned right around and was like, I fucked your wife, you fat son of a bitch. So
I could say the Far Side is conscious rap.
Yeah,
and that they have songs about that bullshit. And then
I don't think it's
about fucking bitches.
Yeah, I don't think it's a conscious genre. I think there's conscious songs, and then there's songs that, and I don't want a whole genre of consciousness because I can read my own books and learn. I listen to rap to get away from stuff. Like when I used to rap, I would rap about selling drugs. I ain't never sold a drug in my life. Killing people. I've been in like
the best raps I got right now is when I shoot somebody in the head, man.
Yeah, it's just entertaining. I look at it like, do you think Arnold Schwarzenegger killed all those people in Commando? No, it's just entertainment. It's a way to express yourself. And, I was always allowed to listen to uncensored music because my mom would be like, now if you go out and do a drive-by, what's going to happen? I'm going to go to jail. You're going to go to jail. And you know what happens when you go to jail to little light-skinned guys like you with big lips. So I was like, yeah, I know what happens. I don't want to go to prison. I'm not built for that. So I would rap about anything. But in real life, I was like, doing my homework, making honor roll. Better be at home by 10, because Justine's going to whoop my ass. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I would.
playing Nintendo 64 all day with no hose, but that doesn't work. So you talk about other things.
Mm.
So before we end tonight, because we're gonna have to do a part 2 to this, do y'all think after this, with the J. Cole situation, do you think beef is played out? Do you think it's just like he's ruined it for everybody? Do you think beef is just played out, Petty?
He's gonna have to do something because like I can't say that like beef in hip hop is played out because if there was 2 other good rappers beefing right now and we heard it, we would be like, oh, that's fire. Or if it's trash, like we still be intertwined into it because we like a beef song. You know what I mean? So it just depends on the combatants, the people who's doing it, and like how they take it. If it's if it just keep it just to the music and the wax, that's cool. But no, not taking it to the streets. No, it's like if some of these dudes ain't even about that. They just about the music, but.
There's real rap beefs, and there's like poetical rap beefs. I feel like the J. Cole Kendrick thing is just a poetical rap
Yeah.
beef, right? It's not a real rap beef. Like it's not
No.
like nobody, neither one of them fucked up each other's business.
No.
So to me, a real rap beef, and again, I'm gonna go way deep into the underground scene, but Twisted, which was the first fucking ICP proteges in 2017, left Psychopathic Records and started their own shit. They were the first people that Insane Clown Posse put on that said fuck Insane Clown Posse and went and did their own shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there is a huge faction of that niche juggalo community that just fucking hates Twisted for that. And there is also a huge faction of the juggalo community that is like, what is wrong with ICP? Why would they not support them in doing their own thing? So that to me is a real rap beef. And they almost don't represent it in their records. Like they keep it very veiled.
Right.
They say lyrics about it, but it's like I don't got a quote or nothing, but it's like ominous lyrics. Like you maybe could associate it with that thing. But they're so fucked up about it that they don't want to actually bring it up. So to me, that's the real rap beef.
Yeah, and there's very few actual real rap beefs in the 50 years of history. Like 50 Cent and Ja was a real rap beef. Like they tried to kill each other multiple times.
That's what I'm saying, man.
You know, ICP and Eminem were real rap beefs. Like they were going around like fighting
each other.
Yeah, they were trying to fight each other.
Real rap beef.
Jeezy and Gucci, real rap beef. Obviously Biggie and Tupac, the realest of rap beefs. Those were real rap beefs. But then there's other rap. Like I said, I was joking, but Nelly and Chingy really did where they were taking shots at each other, and it's like, come on, I don't care.
Eminem, come on, it's laughable, bro.
It's laughable.
It's laughable, bro.
KRS-One, his beefs were more just about skill. Like, I am a superior wordsmith, and I make better music than you, and my crew is harder than you, and DJ Scott LaRock is better than you, and Miss Melody is hyper than you, and Boogie Down Productions is doper than you. And I had to agree. KRS-One is on my Mount Rushmore of like MCs. All respect to the teacher.
So what is the ultimate decision here? That's what I want the three of us to determine right now. It's like, what is the ultimate decision? Is rap beef cool? Or is it not worth it?
I think beef, period, is not conducive to us in the culture. Because at the end of the day, when it starts getting violent, that's when people can't sell out tours because they can't get insurance, because that's what it's going to bring in. But I think lyrical competition is not only desired, but it's required for hip hop to elevate, because it's part of the genre. If we didn't have people like Rakim, like Biggie, like Big Pun, like, and I'm just naming people that we all would still be rapping like Curtis Blow. And no offense to like the legends, but like I remember, like I am 40 years old and some change, and because of my brother who would have been 54 if he was alive, because of him, I feel like I was there for the beginning of hip hop, because I remember Sugar Hill Gang. I remember Curtis Blow because it was being played in my, and they sucked back then for real. Like it was
bad at the lyrics, bro.
It was just literally, I went to the mall, then I got some shoes, and I was hot.
Rhyme, bro. This is the
It-
first time anybody rhymed.
Anytime round. And it was just basic. And then Rakim came.
Rhyming, bro.
Yeah. And Rakim like created compound syllables, and Big Daddy Kane. I have to give respect to Big Daddy Kane.
Big Daddy Kane, man.
And then someone that doesn't get a lot of recognition, Cool G Rap.
Cool G Rap, bro. I knew you were gonna say that. Yes.
I like Grand Puba.
Shit, bro.
Grand Puba's nice too.
Oh yeah, all the Brand Nubian.
You said Grand Puba?
Yeah,
Yeah,
from
Brand Puba.
New. He had everybody wearing Tommy Hilfiger, man.
Yo, yeah. Yeah.
But what's the name of the group?
Brand Nubian, bro.
Yeah, Brand Nubian, bro.
Yeah.
Cool shit, awesome, bro.
And then De La Soul, and of course the Beastie Boys, and then Tribe Called Quest, the Jungle Brothers, of course Queen Latifah, Naughty by Nature. Like Tretch was a lyrical monster, bro. Please give respect to Tretch, man. He's one of my favorite MCs. And then of course the West Coast. Oh my God, the West Coast. The West Coast, man. I feel like I want to do a West Coast project with you, Raps. Like,
yeah, bro, like
a G Funk project,
above
man.
the law, bro. Above the law.
Yo, I love West Coast music, man. But to me, it was just hip hop. It wasn't like West Coast.
Yeah, to me, it's all the same. When I was little, like
okay, but here, okay, can I imagine, say like Mars knows. Imagine going from, at that time we didn't have internet back in the day, right? So
Right.
imagine
You
like,
just made me feel 150 years old.
yeah.
We were
So imagine like I'm out there living in Virginia with them, and all you hear is nothing but East Coast. We heard a little bit of West Coast, but then you heard nothing but East Coast, and then you moved
Jay-Z in your face all day,
Biggie all day, and you hear all you hear on the radio, yeah. And then you go, and then you move directly to the Bay Area, and all you hear is Snoop Dogg, E40, Too Short. It's a whole different vibe, and plus the music matches the weather and the vibe of the whole city. So it's completely different. Completely different. For me, it's completely different. Two completely different vibes. Say I love Conway and All In. I like Griselda, but then I like E40 also. So I like Spice One. I like Sibo. I can go down a list of all the Bay Area rappers and just West Coast rap. It's too many to name. But yeah.
Hey man, West Coast rap got me into it. You know what I mean? Like, that's why Ice Cube's in my top 5. That's why Snoop Dogg's in my top 5, man. Because the whole sound.
Yeah, Snoop. My first West Coast, like I said, was Too Short. My brother was obsessed to the point where he made me call him Pop Dog around the house. Like, cause Short was called Short Dog. He was like, "You will address me as Pop Dog," and I was like, "I don't wanna." And I was like, "All right, Pop Dog." And so he put me on to like Too Short, and then he put me on like to DOC and NWA, and then like MC and of course early Tupac and Digital Underground. Like, I got in trouble in elementary school for bringing Digital Underground Sex Packets cassette to school because it was like music day.
Bro, educating people.
Yeah, and the teacher was like, "How did you get this?" And I was like, "My mama bought it for me." And she was like, "Does she know what this says?" And I was like, "Look, do you want to hear Humpty Hump or do you want to hear Humpty Hump? Like, I don't give a shit about all this bullshit. I want to hear Humpty Hump." So yeah, so like it was just a great education, no pun intended. And that's why, like, when I really got into raps and I put you on, Petty, like I was like, yo, this dude is so much more than meets the eye. Like, you would think, okay, he's a white guy, he's gonna be Eminem. No, he sounds nothing like Eminem. He just sounds like a man who was like born and bred to do hip hop. Like color has nothing to do with it, and it's and he's such a chameleon. Like he can. I've sent him so many different beats, and then he's also like his producers, Rob and Cortex and all of those guys.
Mm.
Like his
Cortex
yeah.
is the master fucking engineer.
Shout out.
And then we got Mad Beats, who is fucking he's the brother of what's his name from the Lost Boys?
Mr. Cheats.
Mr. Cheeks, bro.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
I forgot about them, the Lost Boys. Oh, yeah, Freaky Time, all them.
You caught me slipping because, remember, but yeah, dude, it's real, bro. We got a whole process set up, bro.
Yeah, man. If you heard this stuff he has in the canon, bro, I think I try to
take it to the next level, bro. But it has to be real hip hop, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
real hip hop.
Have to be ready for real hip hop because it is real hip hop. There is nothing that is not real hip hop.
Yeah, and I think it's coming around, man. I think it's really coming around because
it's that segment hypothesis. I've told you before about the segment hypothesis, where every 10 to 15 years, the culture kind of just like
the pendulum shifts
on itself.
The pendulum shifts.
Yeah, so when we was in the 80s and the 90s, like they was in the gritty phase, right?
Yeah.
Everything was gritty, right? Like Reservoir Dogs,
Onyx,
and shit, bro. Like,
yeah.
That's what you saw, right? And then in the 2000s, they get into shit and it's shiny, bro. It's Wild La Land,
the shiny suits,
Iron Man,
the No Diddy era,
just shiny armor and shit, bro. And that's their heroes, bro. But we're getting to 2025. Where it's gonna be like this again, bro, and they're gonna show that gritty. And Johnny Raps is ready for your city.
Actually, he ready to sign your titty, even if you're not pretty.
As
long as your breath ain't shitty.
Oh my god.
No Diddy.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's the whole situation, bro. That's the whole situation that we're in. And we just need to fucking ride it out.
And then eventually the real shit will come in.
As my personal hero, Randall Poffo, also known as the Macho Man Randy Savage, said, "The cream always rises to the top," and that's where we're at, man. The cream is gonna rise.
Yeah, the cream's gonna rise.
No, I don't want to buy some shit from you.
Yeah,
get out of here.
Message.
Was that Tima?
That was crazy, bro.
They're like, you want to buy some followers? No, I don't want to buy some followers. I want you to follow these. No, let me stop.
Like the best episode of this show I think we ever had, bro. Yeah, I think we should have Petty more often, bro.
I think we're gonna have like a hip hop at least once a month, a hip hop conference with us three, and just talk about the state of hip hop. I'm proposing that. How's that sound?
I copy that.
Oh, I'm down for that. I'm down for
that. When I got this in my, I start getting creative, bro. I start getting creative, and I think that's what
dangerous. That's dangerous.
Unfortunately, I'm going low.
It's dangerous. It's my I call it my thought fuel, if you will. My thought fuel. But guys, we giving you 10 minutes extra. That's how much we love you. We giving you that extra time. Take that. No Diddy. So I want to give my brothers an opportunity. I want to give my brothers an opportunity to just once again let you know what they have going on, because both of them have so much amazing stuff out there for you. So I want you guys to be able to really take advantage, because they took time out of their busy schedules to come in and chat with me on this special episode, the very first live down in the den. It was a good energy, good feel. Thank you guys that commented over there on Twitch, over there on Instagram. I see you over there on Facebook. I see you over there on YouTube. I see you. Thank you so much for the support. First, Petty, please, once again, let them know where they can find you, your social media, and any new stuff you got to promote, any old shit you got to promote, anything at all, and your final words on Hip Hop Beef. Go ahead and wrap it up for me.
All right. Well, you can catch me on the Ill Vision Network, Pot with Petty. I'm about to release another episode of that soon. It's been too long, so finally got able to record an episode for that. Petty's poetry moments. I've already got episodes in the can for that. I just haven't released them. I've been chicken shit, been in the house. So I'm releasing those.
Yo, hold up, Petty. Humbling invite. Raps, I need you on Petty's poetry. Since you are MC and rap is poetry, I need y'all to link up on an episode and give the people, the Petty Maniacs, some of your shit, man.
This might lead to an album.
Hey, why not? Why not? So I need y'all to make that happen. Anything I can do to facilitate that, let me know.
Poetry is the fucking shit, bro.
Yeah. I didn't mean to interrupt, but that just came to my mind, and when I get a lightning bolt.
No, you good, bro. You good.
Right, back on
where else? I'm on Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook. I think John Leggett on Facebook. Ice My Soul 80 for Snapchat and Instagram, and TikTok. I think it's like John Leggett 50. I have no idea. But yeah, you can catch me on those, and yeah, beef for me. Really not needed in this era now, since like if people are apologizing to like, and plus shit now leads to like death. So
yeah, people be petty, man.
Yeah,
I see what you did there.
Really,
you just need to stop.
Annihilate you for like the simplest thing, man.
You know, people taking it too far. Some people are just sensitive now, so you know, we in a whole different era compared to how it was 15, 20 years ago.
Well, let's try to spread the love, man.
Absolutely, like the Black Eyed Peas.
Like a pack right now. Let's all try to spread the love, bro.
Your hands is touching my hands out there in TV land. I want y'all to put y'all hands on the screen right now, and I want you to say peace and love in 2024. Grab your boobie out there, yeah, just like that, yeah, squeeze it. Make sure you have consent first. Make sure you have consent. Raps, please let the people know what you got in the can. Where he's still squeezing. Now motorboat to those bad boys.
I'm sorry I started this. Now I got to do it squeezing, man. I love you guys though. Peace.
Absolutely. Please check him out on social media. You see it right there on all platforms: Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Follow. Check out the music on Spotify. Part-time rapper out right now. Facefucker out right now. Never Go Pop, new single out right now. It's a Party featuring Bizarre out right now. Pussy, for one of my all-time favorite traps, out right now.
Wow, with the subtitles.
With the subtitle.
It's extra hilarious. It's extra hilarious because it said pussy on the screen like 50 times. It's just crazy, bro.
If you're on YouTube right now, when you get off, go over, you'll look at playlists. You'll see a playlist that says DITD Radio. It's the first video up there, along with a ton of the other den mates that have graced our little show and that we show love and support to. But no artist you'll see more featured more than Johnny Raps, because like I said, he is the Steve Martin. I'm sending him a green jacket like the Masters
I straight fuck with these guys, bro. I fuck with these guys, man.
And Petty, I think this makes your fourth appearance, so you're up there too. Y'all about to get the matching jackets.
The Patriots to my Steelers, bro.
Absolutely.
Like,
so
rings, bro.
I need y'all to find that music, man, and if you like that, you're gonna really love what he has in the tank. So please support. My goal when I started this was to get a voice out there, but then after doing it for seasons and meeting so many talented people like Raps, it really is not only just to spread love as a community, but to show these labels that we're hearing all this stuff now about people selling their soul to try to get the industry, and there's not really a lot of good people in the music industry. My goal is to be a voice for the voiceless, the artists that may get overlooked or may not have an opportunity to get their voice out there, to get on a platform to share their art. And I only mess with the people that I feel have something to contribute, that are unique and really love their craft. This man does. This man Petty does. They love what they do.
Real, bro. This is real.
Absolutely.
This is real. It's a legit community.
So I salute. So if you're an artist out there and you're interested in linking with a community that really supports, and Raps can tell you, I'll never ask for a dime. I'm always there, always available. I support. I have little bit connections that could link you with, and I'm just a generally good dude. I want to see everybody win. So if you're interested in joining the community, you know what to do. You can find me at Mars Entertainment on Instagram. I'm not really on Instagram. You're not going to find too much content on Instagram, but what you will see is me really showing love to the artists that I feel you need to know, that really give to the community.
YouTube, bro.
Absolutely. The YouTube is where all the content is at for the most part. You can, of course, listen to it on Spotify if you're still listening to audio everywhere. But YouTube, the Twitch, the Facebook, the Twitter, or X, as they say now.
I got episodes on TikTok.
Absolutely. TikTok. I don't know how much longer we're going to have TikTok, but until we don't have it, I'm over there. We're broadcasting live over on Instagram. Shout out to Lady Nika. Shout out to the Hangover Podcast. Shout out to Mr. O. Lewis. Shout out to BJ Hines, 757 Empire 19. I see y'all over there on Instagram. So we're everywhere, man. And we're going to continue to give you this content because that's what we do. We got everything over here in the Mars Media. We got more Unknown Comic Book podcasts coming back very soon.
Yo, we got some crazy shit, bro. We're going to talk about the unknown universe, bro. The unknown convoluted universe.
It's going to be dope.
Like shit you ain't never heard before.
We're going to have a good chat.
We're talk about X-Men, but we're going to also talk about universe.
Some paranormal shit. So we got some interesting stuff coming up for you over there. I want to also shout out to my partners over there at the Cal Jones. He was on in the comments. Shout out Cal Jones. Check him out over.
Cal Jones is dope, bro.
Yes, sir. He's got all types of travel content, sports content. So just type in Cal Jones 757 or Cal Jones 813 on YouTube, and you'll see the channel. Please give him a follow. This lovely hat that you see right here with the sexy lips on that. Shout out to the Queen of Mars Media, Nikki New. She was also in the comments tonight. Thank you so much. Go ahead and check Are You Mad? ARGHU Mad. You'll see these lips. That's the icon. Get yourself a hat, some merch. Support the movement over there if you are interested in growth, mental health, all types of knowing the why on behaviors. It's a great channel, so please check her out over there. Shout out to my brother Shortman. Shout out to my brother Big Gerald, my partners over at the Two Horseman Podcast. For those who like wrestling, you see I had to bring my Bret Hart shirt. It was a dope WrestleMania weekend for some of us old wrestling heads. So check us out there. Shout out to the Dumb Marks Podcast for hosting me and Big Gerald this weekend for WrestleMania weekend. Thank you for your hospitality, gentlemen, over there. And also just shout out to the den mates, Russell, Al Unique Noise, Education, King Aflo, Cortez, um, Nacho Baby Daddy,
Not your
it,
baby daddy.
M. Ritzy, Holland Jungle, um,
The Holland Jungle Camp
the
is
whole
Got
Holland
stuck in the
Jungle
tree
camp.
too. I forgot what's your name.
Yes, Stuck in a Tree, Siat. My homegirl over there in the Bay with that positive music. Moody Banks, Grace Sorrison. There's so many names I'm missing. I apologize if I miss your name.
it's okay.
Um,
You put them on, bro. You put them
yeah,
on so much. That's
yeah.
the whole thing that Mars does.
Pussy,
That we love.
Pussy Apex. He was just up there. He just dropped a dope project over there on Even Biz, where you can buy your art directly from the artist. Please, I want to see these
There
people
you
be
go,
able to
bro.
make their living off of hip hop.
Pussy
So
Apex.
Pussy Apex, POO $ IE Apex just dropped
Okay.
his project on
Pussy Apex.
Even Biz. He was on the show recently. He's dope. He's originally from New Orleans, but currently out there in Vallejo, your neck of the woods, Petty. Shout out to Elijah Jamar, actor extraordinaire, doing his thing. Den mate. Seen him in BMF. He's been in a lot of projects, but he's doing his thing. He did a movie with Jamie Foxx. He's a Power Ranger. He got cast as like the new Black Ranger or something like that. So like,
Oh wow.
what you say, Petty? I mean, what you say?
That's dope.
I
Yeah,
said we got to link him with 50.
yeah. We got to. And shout out to all the artists that continue to support KD, Kiana Denise. Shout out to Kiana Denise, my girl. She just sent me some dope artwork that maybe I'll unbox for y'all in the next episode. But anyway, we gonna do this again. This is not the last time you've seen this Treacherous 3. That's how hip hop I am.
Bro, that shit was crazy. You had like mad shout outs. You had like 500 shout outs at the end of the show, bro.
Yeah, man. We got to show love. It's what we do here. And to the rest of my people in the 757, we are this summer announcing Down in the Den performances. So we are renovating the Den. The Den is being renovated. We're gonna have lights. We're gonna have microphones. We're gonna have everything, and we're gonna do in-house, literally in my house, performances
That's
to get
gonna be
on.
shit, bro.
Get on coming this summer.
Let me there. I take a flight.
Hey, you know, you always welcome, bro. And then June 8th, we can't forget, my man, Johnny Raps, has a performance. Tell him about it, brother.
Yo, it's the first ever full length, not performing in a bullshit janky showcase. First ever Johnny Rap show, bro.
Hold on, where's my sound effects? Say that again. I'm looking for my sound effects. Hold on.
Dre Hayes is coming from Pittsburgh to DJ. I got fucking Aflo coming from Philly to fucking hype me, bro. The shit is gonna be off the chain, bro. It's gonna be the best fucking rap performance you have ever seen.
It's gonna be. So
from there, man, and we going from there, man.
Yes, sir. And I'm gonna be
zero, man. Everybody's zero.
Absolutely. I'm going to be there. You might see me on the stage as this hype man. You don't know. I might just roll my chunky ass out there as long as I got my back brace on. Be out there in my Crocs, supporting my man. So
our show's love, man. He was at my show in Philly for the Education release.
Yes, sir.
That shit was crazy, too.
Yeah, it was fire. Still one of my favorite albums to this day. But yeah, you know, I show up, man. If I got the time, I'm gonna be there. That's what we do at the community. So In the words of Shud Knight, they call me the Shud Knight of this podcast shit. If you want to get with a family, you want to get a community that ain't all in the videos, all dancing in your shit, and you just want to learn about this music industry and work with some dope artists, get your media training out there, get your voice heard, come to the Den.
Down in the Den, yo.
Down in the Den. It's going to get cringy. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, that's it. It was a fantastic episode. I am hyped up on this 5-hour energy that was in my mud. That's why I had 600 shout outs, because my synopsises are firing. So it's not cocaine, ladies and gentlemen. It was just a 5-hour energy. But anyway,
these the homies, man.
These the homies, man. So we got to show love. So anyway, thank you. Shout out to me. Shout out to me. Shout out to King Petty Day One. Shout out to Mars, shout out to Raps, the original Den mate. Shout out to everybody. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is going to be replay available to you on midnight on Spotify. Please check us out there for the audio. For the rest of the crew, for Johnny Raps, for King Petty, we out here. Beef Hip Hop, Part 1.